Everyone, the 14B District Court is now in session. My name is Irene Washington, and I'm the judge that will be presiding over this session. Please make sure that your device remains muted until your case is called. Once the case is called, then you may unmute your device. But please wait until the attorneys actually state their names. That means they will state who they are representing. Once they are done stating who they represent, then please make sure that your device is unmuted. Your camera is turned on. Device unmuted, camera turned on, and then please state your name. The court will call the case of the Township of Ypsilanti versus Timothy Johnson, 18T00871, and we are here for a pretrial today.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Good morning, Your Honor. Tina Saxon on behalf of Timothy Johnson.
Timothy Johnson.
Good morning. Well done, everybody. We are here today for the pretrial.
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, currently a final settlement conference is scheduled for August 29th. We do intend to proceed with that. However, I would like to make a bond argument.
All right, thank you.
Your Honor, Mr. Johnson has been incarcerated, I believe, since July 20th. I'm asking that he be released on a personal bond for this matter. The case is almost 7 years old. It's a month and a half shy of being 7 years old. Mr. Johnson will be staying in Ann Arbor. The last known residence of the alleged victim is Ypsilanti. So there should not be any contact. He is aware that if you grant this motion to amend his bond, that there will be a continual no contact order, and he assures he is able to abide by that.
Why was he not released on tether as I ordered?
I'm sorry?
He was given a tether release. Why is he not released?
I do not know, Your Honor. I don't see that in the Register of Action. I did see a $5,000 10% bond, but I did not see a tether order. I just inherited this case from the Public Defender's Office on the 12th. So that information wasn't given to me.
On July 30th, I ordered that he could be released to untethered to 27, well, an address on Yale Street. All right, Ms. Saxon, the order is in the system saying that he was to be released to that Yale address. Maybe your client knows why he hasn't been released, but he already has a PR released on a tether.
I will say, Your Honor, I am concerned about a tether. Prior to his arrest, he was involved in an accident where he was dragged by a vehicle. He does even have a couple of open sores still from that. He's moving quite slowly from the injuries. In fact, the medical concerns I have are great. He said he's been urinating blood even and not being taken to a hospital by the jail. He was only given antibiotics saying it was an infection, but he's still bleeding, urinating blood. And then with the sore I see on his arms and the scarring on his legs, I'm concerned that a tether is going to cause greater injury to him, being that he hasn't had proper medical care in the 2 weeks that he's been incarcerated.
Mr. Barnett?
Well, Your Honor, I think the biggest concern really is the age of the case and the fact that he absconded and was missing for a long period of time. And I'm concerned if we don't have some assurances that he's going to appear again, that we're just going to be in a bench warrant status. I didn't oppose, I don't think, the PR with the tether. I think that's appropriate and should be maintained.
Yeah, I agree that it is appropriate. He has been on bench warrant status on 1, 2, 3, 4 separate occasions. That is why the case is so old. He will have the GPS tether and a PR bond.
Okay, understood. Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Barnett.
Mm-hmm.
Your attorney is gone, sir. Ypsilanti Township versus Aleka Abasi, case number 25T00227.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Good morning, may I please the court, Your Honor. Attorney Damien Cass, P number 85852 on behalf of Mr. Conda. Mr. Kabakande, please unmute, state your name for the record. And yeah, I know he messaged me in this app attached to Zoom.
He is present. He just can't turn on his screen. Mr. Kabakande, please state your name. No, we cannot hear you, sir. All right, we're gonna this. Maybe call your client and figure out what's going on with his if he can't do either, we can't hear him and we can't see him, that's not gonna work.
Can I have him call in possibly? Like do the
Sure.
audio portion of Zoom? Okay.
The court will call the case of Ypsilanti Township versus Colin Dombe McDonald, case number 25T00285.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Good morning, Your Honor. Ken Thompson appearing on behalf of Colin Dombey McDonald. Colin, can you state your name for the record?
Colin John Dombey McDonald.
Thank you. Good morning. We're here on a pretrial.
Your Honor, I was wondering if I'd have a very brief opportunity to speak to the prosecutor on this. He
We
did
don't
email.
do that. We don't do that here, sir.
Understood.
You have to talk to them beforehand, otherwise my docket just stops. 1 second. Yeah, we don't, I can't. The next 3 cases he's a part of them, so I can't do that.
Understood.
You can email him, like I think you were saying you did email him. You can email him while he's here on the docket. Maybe he'll respond and you can reach some resolution, but we can't stop the docket for you to talk to him.
Okay, are we able to pass the case or?
I can pass it.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
We'll call the matter of Ypsilanti Township versus Castellion Cotton Robertson, case number 25P00224.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Christopher Quinn appearing on behalf of Mr. Ramon.
Thank you. Good morning.
Castellion Cotton.
We're here for a pre-trial today.
Yes, Judge. We would just like to set this matter for final settlement.
Final settlement conference will be October 31st.
That's October. You said October 31st, Judge?
I did, at 9:30 a.m. With a jury selection on November 7th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m.
I may be in a trial on the 7th, but we can keep that, Judge. That's fine.
Well, that will be the only day that I have jury selection, so there's no date to move that to, just so you're clear, Mr. Quinn, okay?
When you say there's no date to move it to, there's not another trial date I could give.
Not in November, no. If you're gonna go with the November trial date, that's we'll keep the October. The next trial date will probably not be until either December or January.
Well, I do have, it's a federal trial, Judge, that I know is going to go. But you guys allow Zoom, right, on the jury, on the trial?
No, we can't have a Zoom on a jury selection, sir.
But if I do, I can request a bench trial and then get the Zoom?
Yes, you could do
Okay,
that.
okay, then I'll make that request. And then if I make that request now, do I get a different date? Or my client makes the request?
You can do one of 2 things, sir. You can wait until your October 31st date and make that request, or you can make the request now, and then you'll get a much earlier trial date.
We'll make the request now.
So, Mr. Castellion Cotton, do you need to talk to your attorney before he makes a request for a non-jury trial or a bench trial? You have the right to have a trial by a jury, at which time 6 people would decide whether or not you committed the offense that you're alleged to have committed. A non-jury trial is a bench trial. I'm the judge of this court. I would be the person making the decision. You need to talk to your attorney more.
Honestly, do you think we should talk more, Christopher?
I can talk to him. You can get.
We'll call the case of the state of Michigan versus Aleka Abasi, case number 24S00101, and Ypsilanti Township, which is Aleka Abasi 19W007422C.
Evening, for people.
Paul Barnett on behalf of the township.
Good morning, Your Honor. Is my mic working? Hello,
Please
morning.
state, sir. Good morning.
my name is Aleka Abasi.
Thank you.
Sorry, I didn't know.
Sorry, Your Honor. Allison Malaric here on behalf of Mr. Abasi, stepping in for Mr. Lebo.
The Lebo's here. I'm not sure why we're not hearing anything, and there's no sound coming from his computer. All right, we're here today for a pretrial and a show cause.
Yes, Your Honor. For the matter set for pretrial, our request today is to set the matter for final settlement conference.
The plea offer would be DV4A.
Sir, do you understand that you're rejecting that offer from the prosecutor?
Yes,
You understand what 4A is, sir?
no, I don't understand. What is 4A?
You guys have to really explain the offers. You just can't tell them.
Well, I mean, I reject the plea offer either way.
You can't reject something you don't even understand what you're
Your Honor, I
rejecting.
did discuss with Mr. Abasi the possibility of 4A and that would be a deferred sentence. And I think I got my microphone fixed.
All right. Please place your appearance on the record.
Assistant Blood Center Davi Lebo for Mr. Abasi.
Thank you. October 31st, 2025 at 9:30 a.m. That is the date for the final settlement conference. The jury selection is going to be on November 7th, 2025 at 8:30 a.m. Mr. Abasi has rejected the DV4A and says that he understands what that is. Bond is continued.
Thank you, Your Honor. And just for the record, I did discuss the possibility of a deferred sentence. I just didn't use the exact phrase 4A.
I don't know what you just said. You just said a whole bunch really fast.
Apologies. And just for the record, I did discuss the possibility of a deferred sentence, Mr. Abasi. I just didn't use the exact phrase 4A, which is, I think, why he was confused before.
All right, thank you. As to the show cause, sir, you owe $480. Why haven't you made any payment on your cases?
I did not know. I made a payment when I originally went to court in 2019.
Sir, you did know because you've been before the magistrate. You were before the magistrate on July 16th and then again on August 4th. So you're very aware, and I won't play games about that. You need to.
I wasn't trying to play any games. I had a court date set for September 3rd with Judge Braley.
First of all, she's the magistrate, and second, sir, I'm setting this for a contempt hearing. You need to make some payment on your case before you come back here on October. Sorry, what?
I said I'll make a payment right now at the court.
I did discuss the show cause with Mr. Abasi. We're going to be requesting a $50 a month payment plan on the first of the month.
I'm setting it for a contempt hearing on October 31st, 2025 at the same time, which is 9:30 a.m. $50 on what date?
The first, Your Honor.
So you need to be making your payments, or you can be found in contempt of court and do jail time, and you still owe the money. Okay?
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
The court will call the case of the state of Michigan versus Justin Foeller, case number 25 FB 1048.
Tiffany Woods for the people.
Allison Mueller here on behalf of Justin Foeller. Mr. Foeller, can you please unmute your device and state your name?
Justin Foeller.
We're here today for a show cause hearing. Have you had a chance to review the report with your client?
I did, Your Honor. We went over the report and what the allegation was about the contact.
Okay.
Your Honor, and it is, I don't know if this is there needs to be an admission. He was with the complaining witness.
Yes, I noticed.
Your Honor, I understand. I don't know if that's how we're addressing it today. He believed that she was going to be on Zoom. I don't know if the court would consider a removal of the no contact order. I believe that was going to be the victim's request.
What's the name, please?
Amber Almany.
We'll let her in. She's in the waiting room.
Thank you.
Ms. Woods?
Yes, Judge.
Do you have any response?
Well, was just looking through the notes, Judge. The last time we spoke to her, she wanted the no contact and no go to in place, and that was in April.
All right, we'll let her speak then. She is present. Miss Amber Amelie, please mute your device.
Hello,
Please state your name, ma'am.
Amber Omni.
Thank you. Miss Amber Amelie, apparently you were found in the vehicle with Mr. Foley,
Yes, ma'am.
and you had indicated you wanted no contact. What happened?
Back in April, I thought things were done. I kind of pushed that too. I will say I probably wasn't in the right state of mind at that time either. And I also, again, I thought everything was done and over with. Now I am trying to do the right thing for me and my daughter, and I need to be part of that. And I need that contact order to be able to be lifted in order to do that.
All right, so you're asking that the no contact order be lifted and you have consensual contact with Mr. Foley?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Ms. Woods?
Judge, I would leave it to the court's discretion.
It looks like other than that, he's attending the Accountable Choices program. And Ms. Johnson, did you want to have something to say?
I was just going to mention that the no contact order includes the victim and her daughter, just so that you are aware.
Thank you. Ms. Amini, are you asking that it be lifted as to your daughter as well?
Yes, please.
All right, thank you. As I was saying, it looks like he's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Otherwise, he's attending the Accountable Choices program. His fees are paid in full. He's reporting as directed. Are you learning anything, Mr. Foeller?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely learning how to deal with situations in a better out.
That hearing had a little bit of everything. Judge Irene Washington kept her docket moving with a mix of patience and firm reminders. First up was Timothy Johnson. But the judge shut that down with a gentle but firm explanation. We can't stop the docket for you to talk to him. Later, Castellion Cotton's lawyer pushed for a jury trial date. But scheduling conflicts loomed. Judge Washington explained there was no November backup date, and suggested a bench trial if Cotton wanted an earlier resolution, leaving the decision for another day. The docket also saw Aleka Abasi, who rejected a deferred plea deal but seemed confused about what "4A" meant until it was clarified as a deferred sentence. He still declined and was warned about $480 in unpaid fines, with a contempt hearing set unless he started a $50 monthly payment plan. Finally, Justin Foeller appeared on a show cause, accused of contacting a complainant despite a no-contact order. In a rare twist, the complainant herself asked to lift the order so she could resume consensual contact for the sake of her and her daughter. Judge Washington listened carefully, noting Foeller's good compliance in programs, and left the matter under close review. The overall atmosphere was brisk but balanced, technical issues, tough bond discussions, and even moments of reconciliation, all managed with Judge Washington's steady hand. If you found this hearing insightful, consider subscribing, hitting the bell, and letting me know your thoughts in the comments below. I read every one.